Leyla Brunton. I don't know if that's the way we say it. And she's connecting from Dubai.
Oh, finally, my God.
Hello. We did it.
Everybody was watching like this darkness, and and I was saying, sooner or later we'll make it. We have to be positive.
We're gonna make it. Yes, fantastic.
So you are the top influencer. You live in Dubai, no? Normally.
Well, I will not call myself top influencer. One of the top influencers.
Oh, for me, you're a top influencer.
Thank you.
So nice, and thank you for making this interview with me.
Absolute
And
pleasure.
today you are the ambassador of Dubai, and many people would like to know how do you live there? How is the life there? How is it going on with the fashion, with the COVID? You can explain to us, because I'm in Spain, in Marbella, beautiful part of Spain in the south, and we love to see. There's many people who visit Dubai, and we would love to know about it, and also about the fashion and everything that you know. You're the influencer, so I let you talk.
Well, thank you for making me part of your interview. I've been watching when you had these few interviews before. It was quite fascinating, and it's everything gone digital. It's good that all this time changed, and imagine like if this would have happened 10-15 years ago, we would have not had Instagram, we would have not been on live and talking to each other from Marbella to Dubai. So Marbella, one of the places I used to visit a lot. My husband used to have a house in there many years ago, but I've been in Dubai 12 years now, and with COVID, obviously it affected all of us. Everyone's life changed. So some of us dealing with that, some of us still trying to accept the fact that it's never going to be the same again, and we have to find our way to deal with the COVID. But touch wood, Dubai and Dubai government been looking after us so well. Honestly, we were talking this morning, and we are blessed that we are in Dubai. Everything, the life is normal. The COVID didn't affect us as much as rest of the world, honestly. And people who comes in here, my friends now from many countries, Europe, they traveled in here because they cannot do another second wave lockdown anymore in Europe. So they're all in here spending 3 weeks, 4 weeks until the quarantine is over. And they're saying openly that we are jealous that you live in here. Everything seems to be easy, but you know, we have our way. And if you've been in here like us, like 10, 12 years, you know how to live Dubai lifestyle. The fashion, it comes to fashion. We recently, 2 days ago, we had a Dior fashion show. It was fabulous. I unfortunately missed it, but I am very limited with the places and with the people I communicate, because I cannot have quiet or quarantine or things like that. So I do not want to get corona. I did my test yesterday, and I'm quite kind of like doing it regularly. It came negative a few hours later. I had no symptoms or anything, but because we're young, we don't get symptoms. We can get corona, but you can just have light headache, which you get usually light headache, and you don't realize that that's corona. So how we've been dealing with that? We're trying to adopt to the new lifestyle, new living, and everything digital, everything social distancing been the hardest thing I've ever dealt in my life, because now we always kiss each other, we always hug each other, we're always very you know, with girls, with like, it's so nice to be that close with your girlfriends. Now everything, it's like we're doing actually like hi, how are you? It's very, this is for me like a no. Imagine social distancing in restaurants. I think Dubai, where is Dubai? Because the government put very strict rules, which all of us did follow. So even when the lockdown finished, we were wearing the mask going to the shop. So even you touching the clothes in the malls, we had to wear gloves, which it wasn't in Europe to that extent. And the mask, we never take off. I even wear mask with my child in the car, but when I'm alone, I don't, obviously.
you go to sleep, you take the mask off, no?
No, but you know what I mean? It's like the rules are rules. And because of the fines, because of the respect of the government, everyone, they took it so seriously. And I think, therefore, the Dubai dealt with Corona better than the rest of the world. Not the Dubai, Middle East, UAE particular. So even like we travel from here to Abu Dhabi, we need to do the Corona test.
Oh.
So it's very strict rules.
Clever. That's very clever. I think it's one of the problems we had in Spain, because really the people, they use the mask even outside, everywhere. You cannot take the mask out, away at any time. It's forbidden, and you get tickets if the police sees you without the mask. But the problem is that many people here in Spain, and we love the party and the events.
I know. That's why we love Spain.
And then this happens that these young people, normally they get with this virus, and it comes out, and they haven't done too many tests. When they opened the frontiers in, I think it was end of July, beginning of July, a lot of people, there were no tests. They were coming in, and then we got really infected. I mean, Spain is really in a bad position. Fortunately, in Marbella, we're quite good. We don't have so much as in Madrid or Barcelona, but still, and we have to fight with this. It's terrible for Spain because of the tourists. There's no tourists. There's nobody.
No tourists. Yeah, no tourists. Barcelona, it's more, most of Barcelona is tourists. All the lively atmosphere in Barcelona, it's tourists, which I miss the Barcelona and Alicante. I wanted to come to the Shah Spa again, but this year, maybe 2021 will be better to travel for us, all of us. So maybe you can visit us in Dubai.
I hope to see you in person in Cannes, because we're planning with, I have a great relation with Forbes France, and we want to do a big, huge event in Cannes this year. So I hope you're there, and we can make it, because we know the problems, and until the end of April, they won't know what will happen, So we would love to be there.
It's not realistic to book anything before April anyway, because I think this recovery will take time, and hopefully it's going to be vaccine to fix all these issues so we can go back to normal lifestyle, travel. It's been the hardest part to deal with, because we traveled so much. Cannes, Monaco, film festival. I can't believe we missed the film festival. Formula One being cancelled. That's really upsetting. But most important, again, everything, the life stood still. But what to do? The first place always, it just proves the point that health comes first again. So now we just have to...
True. Without health, we don't have anything. So even for me, health is the most important thing in life. When you have health, you can do anything. When you don't have health, there's a lot of problems. So, I mean, health has to be the first thing. But also we have to think about the situation, the economical situation. Many people have lost their jobs. Many businesses are closing. It's really a big, terrible situation. So we don't know how we're going to get out of this, And mostly the world of fashion, that you move, I move, it's something like secondary for the people. It's not the first thing. So the first thing is to eat and have other things that are more important. So I think this will affect a lot the fashion. So I believe, as you said before, and I'm agreed with you, that today, thanks to have internet and all this, we can connect. Situation is being in a better situation, because people can sell through internet. We can talk through internet. There's been fashion shows by internet. So, I mean, if we wouldn't have this thing, it would be very, very much tough. So thanks God that we have this.
We actually enjoyed the fashion shows online. It was, we were getting together with girls and watching and discussing the online fashion. It was quite handy, to be honest. I know the Paris fashion show, Milan fashion shows, they like fashion weeks. It's crazy. It's the best experience you can ever have. But it was getting a little bit out of control, out of hand. And this, I think the corona slowed everything down, and we have to adopt and find a way to deal, how to change our lifestyle. And everything has to be digital from now, at least for a year. So I think all the brands deal with that very good.
This is the thing. Everybody was telling me, I used to make beautiful magazines in paper, like Asia.com was a Chinese magazine. I had a Russian magazine, and they were beautiful. But at the end, the problem is that you don't get to so many people. So I started to work on online and on digital, and it's been a great success. So I'm very happy that I did this step, you know?
Yeah, I think we have to adapt to the situation. It includes you, the magazine, influencers, every single person. And if you're not adopted and you lose your job, and we just have to survive. It includes all of us, you, me, our followers. So it's unfortunately very bad times for everyone. It did affect every single of us one way or other. So hopefully it will get better soon, and we can meet, we can do the events again, we can travel again, and everything will go back to normal. How is the fashion world in Spain in general? Because I've been traveling to Spain a few times now, and I even had a collaboration with El Corte Inglés. It was fantastic. Yeah. So I missed those days, but sooner back again. How is the sales from the sales perspective? Because
they're going down. They're going down. Even, you know, the most biggest business that we have is Zara. Zara is the Spanish mark, you know, yeah. A brand, and even those they're having a lot of losing, you know, because it's all by internet, and the people likes to wear, mostly the women, they go to shopping, they like to wear the things, they look at them. It's different. In internet, you have to just look and take it, and you see, you know, and bring it back if you don't like it, you know. So I think, and Corte Inglés is one of our best big stores. It's like a little bit like, I would say, Selfridges or Harrods in London, yeah, you know. And, I used to work for them as a fashion photographer. As you know, in the 90s and 2000, I was a fashion photographer to work with, and it was one of my clients. So it's a shame that what's happening. But anyways, as you see, you're smiling, me too. We have to be positive. I think we will, when this is over, things will grow up very fast again. So I think because even the people is very anxious to do things and to go ahead to do things, because now we know we're missing those things, and then I think it's going to be incredible. Any party, anything that is done after all this, it will be so crowded and nobody will be coming in.
We're all gonna do the things we've never done before. It used to be like, oh, the London travel, I will miss this time, I'll go next week. Now it will be London travel, I'll be like, okay, I'm there. Because we miss our normal lifestyle, but we have to accept the new today. So from now onwards, things might be different, because the businesses get affected, the fashion world got affected. So I've even spoken to, I'm not going to say the names, few fashion brands. They will not going to go back to the live fashion show. They're going to do everything digital from now onwards, because it's accessible to every single woman or man online, and it works for them. Boutique going to be there, but the fashion show only going to be online. I think it's the new future, which we have to take positive.
It is. But more than the future, it's the present right now. It's the present and the future. So I'm agreed with you, totally agree. And if somebody goes to Dubai, which place would you recommend to go? To a restaurant, to a place to...
the best recommendations here. I've been talking this morning to a very good friend of mine. I am totally obsessed. Burj Al Arab, they are closed for renovation since Corona, but they opened the beach club. It's called Sal, and this place, it's a future. Infinity pool, normal pool, the big pool, small pool, medium pool, the best place to be. kind of artificial beach, but it's the best place in Dubai, I think, right now. And the restaurant and the food, top quality, and it's always fully booked. Oh. Of course, with the social distancing, because of the tables, you have to put them apart. Now there is 2 meters in between every single table. So it obviously gives the smaller capacity to the restaurants as well. I feel very bad for the places. But my top favorite place in Dubai, 2020, it's the Sal in Burj Al Arab. And if anyone watching, any of my followers still haven't been in there, try to book 2 weeks in advance because you cannot get a table. It's the best place ever.
They're going to put you a statue up because you're making a big advertising.
I love it myself. I'm actually looking to get the membership. I am that obsessed with the place. I always been very...
For sure.
Yeah. And that is one of the... I've always... First time when I visit Dubai, the first place I went many years ago, it was Burj Al Arab. And I was just fascinated in that building, middle of the sea, yacht looking. You've seen the pictures. It's insane. It's beautiful. And ever since then, Burj Al Arab have, for me, #1 in Dubai place to visit as a tourist. And then it's just like, it's the building itself. It's just so beautiful. When you come in there, I'm going to take you to the lunch. Promise, that's a deal.
We'll go, for sure. Well, thank you so much. You want to say anything to your followers? You want to recommend?
I can see so many questions, so many people talking and asking questions. I will go back and I answer to all of them. Thank you for everyone for joining. I know it's Friday in Dubai. It's like a Sunday in Europe. So everyone is busy with the family, restaurant, they out. So I know there is lots of questions and everything, but maybe we'll do in the future one more, just the question. So it will be the Marbella connecting with Dubai and answering to all the followers' questions. So it will be better interaction.
We can do that. We can do that. Even we could do a program that you're in this place and I talk to you directly. So you can show directly to the people. That will be beautiful.
Oh, definitely. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I would love to. That's a very good idea.
Whenever you're free again, it will be a pleasure again to talk with you and to listen from you. You're an ambassador, a great influencer. I love the things and the photos you're making. And just say congratulations. And
thank you.
And we're going to make soon many things together because we're planning many things with Starview Magazine. And of course, it will be fantastic collaborating with you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for making me part of your magazine, and thank you for your time to join in the live video with me. And we're not saying, I don't like to say goodbye. I want to say see you and speak to you soon.
I see you soon. This is what we keep it like this. Okay?
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, until soon.